Even though I've shared videos talking about feminine energy many times before, I still see so many comments on my own videos and on the videos of other creators where people are always confusing presenting in a feminine way with actually embodying feminine energy. Performing traditional femininity and really being someone in your feminine energy are not the same thing. So in today's video, I'm going to break down what the differences are, and I'm also going to give you some embodiment practices to really help you get into feminine energy on a much deeper level than just what's on the surface. So let's get into it. If you happen to be new to this channel, hi, my name is Caitlin. I am a feminine energy, inner work, and manifestation coach, and my mission on this earth is to help you level up your life in every single area so that you can become your own dream girl. If you're interested in signing up for one-on-one coaching with me or checking out any of my workbooks, including my completely free digital download on how to do inner work or my Notion template, all of that will be linked in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. I have my notes here, and I want to give some basics on why I think people confuse feminine energy and femininity and break down just a little bit what feminine energy is. Of course, I also have a feminine energy playlist here on YouTube where I have other videos diving a little bit more into what feminine energy is and the basics of it, so go ahead and check those out. The main reason why I think people confuse feminine energy with classical, misogynistic at times ideals of what femininity is because aesthetically, the two are very similar. People in feminine energy spaces or people that just like to post feminine looking content have a lot of similar visual cues, whether it's pink or using phrases like the soft life or doing your nails or doing other things that look feminine. Here is the key difference. Femininity is something that can be externally performed. Feminine energy must be internally embodied. And if you're curious as to what embodiment means, it's essentially what you do and how you act unconsciously. It's not something that you have to work through mentally and force yourself to be. It's just who you are. Embodiment is not about being in your mental energy. It's not about needing more information. If you are embodied in something, it's just your effortless, natural state of being. Being in your feminine energy is about really connecting with what makes feminine beings magical and special and different beyond just having a physical exterior that looks a certain way. A woman can look feminine and be in her masculine energy, and the reverse can be true as well. You can be in a pink outfit with your nails done and have the best makeup in the world, but you can still be running around giving people marching orders or trying to control every single detail of your life, and that would be a woman who is in her masculine energy but just looks feminine. This is what feminine energy is not. It has nothing to do with wearing pink, dressing in a feminine way. It has nothing to do with your external appearance, including self-care that is focused on your external appearance. Being a trad wife or upholding stereotypically feminine gender roles or being subservient to men or to anyone in any way, shape, or form has nothing to do with feminine energy. Feminine energy also isn't rotting in bed and scrolling on Pinterest and just being a sloth all day because you are healing yourself and protecting your energy. There is a time for rest and relaxation, but simply not taking action in your life does not equate to being in your feminine energy. Now, I did an entire video breaking down the basics of feminine energy, and watch that video, but as a quick recap, feminine energy is the energy of surrender and leaning back. It is the energy of pleasure and enjoying the moment and really living in the present moment. It is the energy of receiving and not feeling the need to force everything in your life and simply accepting gifts and help and whatever comes your way. Feminine energy is the energy of desire, of tapping into what your body is feeling and what you really, really want in your life. It's also the energy of creation and creativity and a little bit of magic. So now let's get into 5 embodiment shifts to help you radiate feminine energy from the inside out that have nothing to do with how you look. The first embodiment practice that I'm going to have you do is you need to slow down. A woman in her feminine energy is not in a rush. She is living in the present moment. She does things to enjoy the experience, not to reach an end goal. control. Also, women who are in their feminine energy, as I mentioned before with the bed rotting, they know how to rest truly, fully, and intentionally. They don't just scroll on TikTok and call it resting. They will meditate. They will get their 9 hours of sleep a night. They know how to truly recharge their batteries. So the embodiment exercise I'm going to have you do for this one is, for one full day, I do not want you to multitask a single thing. I know this is really difficult. When I was very much in my masculine energy and learning to slow down and be present in the moment, no longer multitasking was one of the hardest habits for me to break. But I want you to spend 24 hours and be fully present in every single task that you do. And at the end of this day, I want you to journal on the experience and really get into how it made you feel. Did you feel like you could listen to your body for the first time? Did you feel like you could hear your thoughts for the first time in a while? I know if you have a million things going on in your life, slowing down feels like the opposite of something that is good for you, but I can assure you, once you are very, very present in the moment and intentional with everything you're doing, it ends up saving you time in the long run because you're not making mistakes and dropping things and breaking things and losing things and forgetting things, and you're not frantically running around. You're able to use your energy in a very intentional, efficient way. The second embodiment shift that you need to make in order to get into your feminine energy is to release controlling every single thing in your life and to embrace flowing with what the moment requires of you. Stop trying to force the outcome of every single thing. Women in their feminine energy know how to be flexible. They know how to be in flow. They know how to roll with the punches, so to speak. They know that solutions are always available, and they know that they don't have to control everything down to the smallest detail in order for things to work out in their favor. They know that the universe will surprise them if they just do their part and lean back a little bit and open themselves up to the possibilities of what can happen with life. In order to make this embodiment shift, I am going to have you do this. The next time something happens that isn't within your control and that is upsetting or problematic or just something you didn't plan for, instead of immediately jumping in to fix everything, I want you to pause. Ask yourself, what is the worst thing that could happen if I just let this be and do not force the outcome? And remind yourself, solutions are always available to me. And watch and feel as an immense weight is lifted off your shoulders. Not every single thing is a life-ending situation that has to be overly controlled and that you need to have a massive energetic and emotional output for. I can assure you, once you release your tight, white-knuckled grip on your life and your calendar and everyone else in your life, you will feel so much better, and you will realize that you don't have to expend this much energy trying to control the outcome of your life. When you surrender to the magic of just knowing things are going to work out in your favor one way or another, and that solutions are always available to you, and that if you don't win, at least you'll learn something, life feels so much better, and it ends up working out better in the long run. The third thing that you need to do in order to shift into your feminine energy is to allow yourself to receive. Women in their feminine energy, they accept help, they accept favors, they accept compliments, gifts, acts of service, anything else that they attract into themselves with their inherent feminine energy magnetism. Women in their feminine energy, when they receive something, they receive it with gratitude and love. And I'm not asking you to bend over backwards and kiss the shoes of someone who gave you something nice. Feminine energy is naturally alluring and magnetic. And so when people feel drawn to give you things, even if they're very small things, like someone giving you a compliment or opening the door, women in their feminine energy, they let that fully register and sink in and feel good. So when it comes to doing an embodiment exercise, I have two options for you to learn how to receive. The first one is to simply let people open doors for you. There's no need to run ahead so that you can beat them to the door and force it open yourself. And there's no need to feel weird or guilty about it when someone opens the door for you. And then when someone opens the door for you, look them in the eyes, just say, thank you, I appreciate that. That's all. And this next option is a little bit harder, but the next time someone compliments you, simply receive the compliment. You don't need to reflect it back to them and say, oh yeah, you look great as well. You don't need to negate the compliment and say, oh really, I just rolled out of bed. Simply accept the compliment. Oh, thank you. That's really kind. When you you are a woman who has been stuck in her masculine energy for a while, simply receiving even the tiniest things can feel like, oh my gosh, what do I need to do to reciprocate? What do I need to do to pay them back? I didn't plan on this. But as a former masculine energy addict, I can assure you that once you learn to start to receive without guilt and with gratitude, not only do you receive more, but it feels really good. And when someone gives you something and you receive it with such warm, positive energy, it makes their day as well. The fourth embodiment shift that I'm gonna have you make in order to tap into your feminine energy is to focus inwardly and not outwardly. Feminine energy is the energy of feeling and being, rather than masculine energy, which is the energy of doing. Women in their feminine energy know what their body is feeling like, and they can hear their intuition. I want you to stop overthinking, get out of your head, and tap into your internal self. So what I'm asking you to do is move your awareness from your head into your body. Women stuck in masculine energy tend to be chronic overthinkers, because masculine energy is the energy of planning and action, and we need masculine energy for sure to get through life. But a lot of the times you'll get stuck up there and you won't listen to what's going on in here. If you're curious about the specific way that you are able to hear your intuition, please feel free to book a one-on-one coaching session with me and we can go through your unique human design. Because to put it very briefly, every single one of us has a unique way in which we hear our intuition. For example, when it comes to human design, my intuition type is sacral. I can hear and feel my intuition through very specific sensations in my gut. But if you've never been able to hear your intuition before and you don't know where to start, not all general advice about how to hear and feel your intuition is going to apply to you, because all of us have specific ways of hearing it. But in the meantime, before you book a session with me, the embodiment exercise that I'm going to have you work on is to set a reminder either every hour or every few hours to drop down into your body and ask yourself, what am I feeling? I did this when I was first shifting from masculine to feminine energy. I literally had a reminder on my phone that went off every single hour, even when I was at work, and I felt it on my watch, and the reminder said something to the effect of, slow down, breathe, what am I feeling? And the first couple times I did this exercise, I was like, I don't know, I don't feel anything, I feel fine. But then as time went on and I learned to really quiet my mind and listen to my body, I was able to pinpoint certain sensations. Oh wow, my heart is beating really fast because I did not like that interaction with that customer. Oh my gosh, I have so much tension in my shoulders, I wonder what that's about. Ooh, something that I had for breakfast this morning really isn't agreeing with me, but I'm just trying to power through it without realizing it. So when this reminder goes off, I want you to really sit with your body and feel what is going on. Do you feel tense? Do you need water? Is your stomach trying to tell you something? Once you really start tapping into your body, you will be amazed at how many sensations and how many things that your body is trying to tell you that you've just ignored in the past. The fifth and final embodiment shift that'll help you get into your feminine energy is learning to embrace play and pleasure. Women in their feminine energy flirt with life. They have fun. Feminine energy is the energy of enjoying the journey rather than just focusing on how to get to the destination. It is the energy of romanticizing life and really living in every single moment. And while I realize this isn't always possible, after all, we all have things to do in order to keep our life running. When you learn to enjoy even the most mundane aspects of life, or to really tap into things that bring you joy, like reading or other hobbies, your life will bloom. You will have this glow about you that attracts people and opportunities and all kinds of things into you. So for the embodiment exercises to tap into play and pleasure, you have two options. The first one is, I want you to ask yourself, how can you make the things that you have to do more fun, and how can you romanticize them? Can you play jazz while you're cooking? Can you light candles while reading in bed or cleaning your house for the night? I know these tiny little touches might not seem like they'll help you all that much to tap into your feminine energy, but when you play with the magic of life and you allow yourself to have these little moments of pleasure, it'll keep you on that vibration of just being someone who enjoys the journey. The second option, and this is one of my favorite things to do when I feel like I'm out of touch with my feminine energy, is to spend an entire day, yes, one whole day, not looking at your to-do list. I know the past version of me that was addicted to her to-do list would have cringed at this and stomped my feet and been like, what do you mean? I can't ignore my to-do list. For this day that you are going to get in touch with your feminine energy, I want you to simply do whatever sounds exciting and joyful to you in the moment. You can read all day, you can visit your favorite stores, you can reconnect with hobbies from childhood, reconnect with friends and family, take a walk in the sunshine. Simply do whatever feels good and sounds fun to you. The next time I have one of these days, I will film it and I will put it over on my Instagram and TikTok. Please feel free to follow me over there if you haven't already, because I post every single weekday about feminine energy and manifestation and leveling up. But whenever I'm having one of these 24-hour feminine energy days, I will wake up and I will sit with myself, and I'll literally sit here like this with my hands on my heart so I can really feel and tap into my body, and I will ask myself, what sounds good to me right now? And almost immediately, every single time, the next thing will come up, and then the next thing, and then the next thing, and then before I know it, at the end of the day, I am full of so much juicy, delicious life force energy, and I'm so happy to be alive, and I love my life. And that is the very core of feminine energy, being magnetic and full of life force energy and enjoying the journey. So before we finish off with a journal prompt, I want to encourage you one more time to sign up for one-on-one coaching with me, because I primarily focus on manifestation coaching, but I do it in a feminine energy way. I do not believe in manifestation practices that leave you burned out. When you sign up for one-on-one coaching with me, you will get a completely personalized human design map, which shows you not only how to listen to your intuition, but how your energy flows as a whole. And when you're able to tap into your unique human design and move with your energy, it only helps you even more to tap into your feminine energy, because you're not working against your natural energy flow. Manifestation coaching with me helps you manifest in the easiest, most aligned way that keeps you in your feminine energy and that keeps the process fun without the burnout, without the stress, without the to-do list, none of that. Manifestation gets to be easy and fun, and I am so excited and so ready to help you on that journey. And this is today's journal prompt, which is also a little bit of an embodiment practice as well. So I want you to remember that your energy is dynamic and it can shift from moment to moment. I want you to sit with yourself, close your eyes, and ask yourself, am I currently using more masculine energy or feminine energy? So give yourself like a little percentage, like 30% masculine, 70% feminine. And then ask yourself, are you being intentional with the way you're embodying your energy? Would you like to change how embodied you are in your masculine or feminine energy? How different would your life feel if you allowed yourself to surrender and tap more into feminine energy? So that's everything I have for you guys in this video. Thank you for watching till the end. If you like the vibe on this channel, please feel free to click the subscribe button down below. I have a live stream coming out every week, and I have a YouTube video coming out every single week. I love you guys. I wish you so much luck on your journey. I am in your corner rooting for you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.